things.
No question. So let's talk about the depth chart a little bit, the actual guys that he's going to be working with. You know, one of the first things he needs to work on, or not work on, but one of the first things he needs to assess is the sophomores, right? You've got 3 sophomores who are going to be really, really, really important because those are your veterans in the spring.
I don't think he needs to assess. Here's your assessment, Coach Stuckey. They're really good. Okay, assessment done.
Coach them up.
The key is coaching them up.
Yeah,
right.
Coach them up.
And Lorenzo will be easy, right? Lorenzo will be easy. He works. Everyone that I've ever talked about Lorenzo said the kid works, and he showed up at Notre Dame sort of ahead of the game, right? He showed up at Notre Dame with, so for him it's about refining. He arrived here with some natural ability of running routes and understanding those type of things. Now it's about really teaching him the finer points of position. Deion Colzie's kind of a big raw ball of clay. Number one, as I've said before, he's about a year younger than the rest of the guys in his grade. He's still just a baby. He's 6'4", 200 plus, and he played against not great competition. Deion thinks he works hard because he's so natural that he's just been able to dominate with what he's done. I think what Coach Stuckey needs to get him to realize is, hey, man, you're not anywhere close to being the player you can be. And I'm not saying that to insult you. I'm saying that to push you, because if you ever get close to the player you can be or become the player you can be, you're going to be a star. And it's about, he's the one to me more than the other two. Jaden Thomas and Lorenzo Styles is important.
Sure.
But to me, his biggest task is getting Deion ready.
Yeah.
Because here's the other thing. If Lorenzo goes down, you've got some other guys that can play Lorenzo's position. You've got Joe Wilkins. You've got Braden Lindsey. You've got Avery Davis. You've got Tobias Merriweather. We have maybe another guy that we'll get to. You don't really have anybody else on the roster that has what Deion Colzie has. 6 foot, 200 plus, 6'4", 200 plus,
right.
Super long arms, that natural boundary guy.
Yeah, and
they don't, because Tobias isn't a natural boundary guy. I think if anything, Tobias is more of a natural X receiver. He can be a boundary guy, but he's like $185 right now.
Sure.
Nobody else is that natural boundary with the way that Notre Dame plays the boundary.
Right. And I feel like of all the guys on this roster, because he did get a little bit of time, during 2021, a little bit. And to me, he just looked lost. Like he looked, and that's coaching to me. That's not him. I'm not
like the interception against Virginia Tech. He had no clue what he's doing.
He had no idea.
None.
It's like he was just out there. You know what I mean? And I don't blame him for that.
He was thrust into the situation, and wasn't prepared.
You need to be prepared.
Success. He wasn't prepared for success.
And so you're right. Big ball of clay is a perfect analogy for him, because I feel like it's a blank slate.
Yeah.
Like you've got all this talent.
Yeah.
You've got the physical measurements. You've got all of that.
And from what I'm told, Deion wants to work. Deion wants to be great.
Yes.
He wants to be good. I don't think it's a work problem for Deion. It's about, are you arming him with the tools to be great? And taller receivers, to me, need even more technical work, because it's not natural. The things that I taught as a receiver weren't natural for a 6'4" guy.
Right.
So you had to kind of nuance it a little bit, because I couldn't ask a 6'4" guy to be as precise and sharp with his cuts as a 6'2" guy or a 5'11" guy. That's what makes Tobias somewhat unique, because Tobias does kind of have that. But Deion's like the typical – Chase Claypool's never going to run routes the way that Cooper Kupp does, or the way that Marvin Harrison did, or the way that Santana Moss or
two completely different body styles.
Exactly. Body types are way different.
Yeah.
The athletic skill is different. It's teaching him how to do certain things, right? And that's what they got to do with Deion, because I think Deion's got a chance to be a star. So that is certainly one of the biggest tasks. Another